Life is a process. No matter how you go about it. Mazi Okechukwu Omale Chawoke, the Biafran Republic Government and Exile Finance Minister, is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year, 2024. Freedom.
This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Pani Brand. I'm illegally US studio about to one lady girl. Funny they go to work. Funny they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi. But then I behind the side. Along with the road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver. Driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the body boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If we better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Pani Brand. I'm illegally US studio about to one lady girl. Funny they go to work. Funny they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi. But then I behind the side. Along with the road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the body boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If we better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting.
So I na-ekwu maka sit at home. Ihe m na-ekwu banyere ya bụ ihe mere sit at home. Ihe eji eme sit at home. Ọ bụrụ ọnọdụ nwanne anyị nwoke Nnamdi. Ịma mfụ ndị na-akọ maka terrorism na banditry m na-achị ha ọchị. ụdị mmadụ dị ka Fada Mbaka mụnwa na ebe a o nwere ụdị ego ga-aba m aka o nwere ozi ego echeta ihe I will destroy terrorism. This terrorism you're experiencing here and there are man-made. And I wish to tell you that Biafrans are not terrorists. I re-echo it. Biafrans, Igbo people are not terrorists. Terrorism is not in our blood. It's not in our vein. It's not in our gene. We are hospitable people. We are charitable people. We are loving people. We are accommodating people. We are passionate people. We are sympathetic people. We are empathic people. We are compassionate people. We are godly people above all. We have love for life and preservation of life. So it will be a dangerous misnomer and dangerous nomenclature. Calling Igbo people terrorists is not in our genetic code. It's not in our ancestral heritage. So if anybody is trying to brand us terrorists, that person is devilish. So I na-ekwu maka sit at home. Ihe m na-ekwu banyere ya bụ ihe mere sit at home. Ihe eji eme sit at home. Ọ bụrụ ọnọdụ nwanne anyị nwoke Nnamdi. Ịma mfụ ndị na-akọ maka terrorism na banditry m na-achị ha ọchị.
Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eye.
We appreciate you. You have changed our lives for better. My question is, I see this very imperative to ask this question because of the attack that is going on everywhere today. And the question is, should any group of persons stand up today, start agitating genuinely for the freedom of Biafra? Is there need to attack them, try to stop them because we are heading to get Biafra? Or should we encourage them if they are genuinely pursuing the freedom of Biafra and they are attacking the Nigerian state? That's my question. Thank you, sir.
Anybody that is attacking Nigeria state must be supported, whether the person believes in what I'm doing or not. But once the person deviate and start talking against our own template and our own pattern of freedom, then that's where we have problem with the person. So if anybody that is attacking Nigeria state, that person is not my enemy.
That's my question. Thank you, sir.
Anybody that is attacking Nigeria state must be supported, whether the person believes in what I'm doing or not. But once the person deviate and start talking against our own template on our own pattern of freedom, then that's where we have problem with the person. So if anybody that is attacking Nigeria state, that person is not my enemy.
That's my question. Thank you, sir.
Anybody that is attacking Nigeria state must be supported, whether the person believes in what I'm doing or not. But once the person deviate and start talking against our own template on our own pattern of freedom, then that's where we have problem with the person. So if anybody that is attacking Nigeria state, that person is not my enemy. So what it means is that the person is free and you can support the person.
Thank you, sir. That's my question. Thank you, sir.
Anybody that is attacking Nigeria state must be supported, whether the person believes in what I'm doing or not. But once the person deviate and start talking against our own template on our own pattern of freedom, then that's where we have problem with the person. So if anybody that is attacking Nigeria state, that person is not my enemy. So what it means is that the person is free and you can support the person.
Thank you, sir.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by our enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra. The time starts now.
these guys to come and be attacking who didn't follow up the
And the souls of the departed heroes and heroines of Biafra rest in peace, while we continue to fight on until Biafra is fully liberated. Salute to all Biafrans. Minister Jare, over to you as you open the floor.
Thank you, my able Minister of Information, Communication, and Media, my boss, and aka Ekureku one of Biafra land. I greet you. And thank you, Nwada Betty Biafra. I greet you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. We want to observe the senior hierarchies of protocol in the Biafra movement. Onyendu himself, Mazin Namdekano, we salute you. Thank you for doing all you have done for us and yet still doing. Thank you, our able Prime Minister Obatobie himself, Gaga Nogu, the taproot of the Biafra movement at this moment in time. We salute you, sir. And every cabinet members, beginning from the APM, who is now standing in place of our Prime Minister until he shows up again, Mazio Gechkunkere, we honor and salute you. Thank you, every one of you that have joined us tonight. And we are here to do the needful as we always have been doing. Please sit back and relax. Make sure you share this program and let everyone join us tonight as we will do the needful. I am Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam. Airborne. Mother Betty, please
Hello.
have the mic.
Thank you so much. Wonderful Biafrans. I thank you, my people. I welcome everyone. I remember my leader, Mazen Namdekano. His hearing is taking place tomorrow. And I believe that
It's not tomorrow. It's not tomorrow, 21st.
Is it not tomorrow? Is 21st?
No, next tomorrow.
Okay. So, Biafrans, our PM, he is always in our prayers and in our mind. And I believe that everyone will remain focused. Thank you, my ministers. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Right. All right. Thank you, my ministers in the house, and thank you to all Biafrans who have joined us again today. Yes, we are still on doing what? Making you to understand and ask the big question. I welcome all my ministers in the house and those that are watching and those that will be joining us later and those that will listen to us later on. First and foremost, one Nigeria is on a suicidal slide. The time bomb has exploded. And the best every Biafran will have to do is to continue to fire on from every cylinders that you know is reachable to you. Now, there's one thing you need to know. Don't waste your time to say you want to start wasting time on what is happening in Nigeria. Huh? Now, just continue to put more bullets, more firewood inside the cylinder that we are burning for them to explode the more under Biafra government. So concentrate on Biafra government templates the way you have been pushing, continue to push. You see, the decision from the American Congress on dragging Nigeria back into the list of countries that slaughter Christians, it has sparked public discussions. So a lot of things have started coming out from there. That is Why now? You can see that those that were unable to even open their mouth to speak in one Nigeria, they are able to open mouth and speak now because they say, oh, America now speaks about and sees their problems on their table. But they forgot that people made it to happen. Yes, people made it to happen. So they call us online countries, but we are doing exploit. And everyone will sit back home there to enjoy what is happening. So Biafran people, you need to be very, very proud of yourself. Let the societal bomb that has been hiding in one Nigeria table, let it continue to explode. Let it continue to explode, left, right, center. Everything is working out for our good. And the thing we need to advise Biafrans is that the opportunity has availed itself now. If you were not supporting the liberation of Biafra, you're not doing us good. Yes. Keep your hatred, keep your idiosyncrasy aside, but remember that you have one thing that you're looking for, which is Biafra. That thing that is very, very important to us, important to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, important to the babies and women and children that are slaughtered in Nigeria on daily basis. So bring all you have to come and support the Biafra liberation. Today from my end is Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. And then we have Friday. Friday is going to be 21st. And that Friday, Onyendu will be going to court. That same Friday is the birthday of our Prime Minister. A flyer is going to come out in few minutes or hours, which will express what we are going to do on that 21st in celebration of our Prime Minister. As we sit at home on that 21st, we are going to have a Zoom celebration. And we turn it to what? Celebrating our Prime Minister and our Supreme Leader that will appear in court. So if you love Prime Minister so much, turn into that Zoom that will happen where we will celebrate him. If you love to come and make donations to the liberation, come and make donations to the liberation. Come and celebrate his birthday on that day. Come and shout his name. You know how to shout Obatobie from January to December, come to that Zoom. You know how to celebrate the Prime Minister in your diverse ways, come to that Zoom. Come and show the love you have been professing about Prime Minister. Yes. The best you can do for Prime Minister is not when he is here, it's when he is aware. That is why when Prime Minister is here, I don't do too much work. I want people to understand something. When Prime Minister is here, my work is less. Yes. Because most of the talking I talk now, he do the talking. So my work less. Most of the writing I do, he less because in the write, I write. So I don't write too much. So I just at times go and then take what he write and then I follow up. Then I have to crack my brain to be writing every time. Checking. So what am I saying? When Prime Minister is here, your best is not totally unveiled. You don't do your best 100%. You do the little because he serves in many ways. He's here with you. But when he is not here, this is the right time for you to show what you are made of. In good, though, not in bad. Because many of you are now showing your bad, and you're using that your bad against the Prime Minister. So bring out the best of you, that good of you now that you profess about the Prime Minister from January to December. Bring out that your best now and show now that he is not here. So that when he sits back and hears and sees what you're doing on his behalf, he will be able to give you a pass mark. And do not forget, Prime Minister is watching all of you on everything that you're doing now. And that is why we are engaging on this expose now, so that some people will understand what actually happened. So I salute all of you, and please be security conscious. If you're in Biafra land, yes, because the tempo is high and everywhere is boiling. So don't make yourself a scapegoat, but rather, please stay cool and stay calm. Mr. Uchare, do you have something to say before we rush into the issue of the day?
Yeah, thank you, my able minister. And the excitement in my spirit have been one kind of an overwhelming excitement because each time I open the internet, I go on Twitter and I see that the foundations of the zoo is shaking. It's like my lifespan is increased more. It's like I begin to see the beauty of Biafra manifesting very, very quickly because that old must go for the new to come. The zoo must disappear. The zoo must fall for us to appreciate the potentials of Biafra. Believe you me. That is why I am always excited. And today I was telling the people of my program that God used Tinubu to swear for Nigeria. God used Tinubu to lay a curse on Nigeria. And I have prayed today for anyone that will want to make themselves available to become a fire extinguisher or fire servicemen, firefighters. Firefighters have lost their jobs. If you are a firefighter, close your office and go home. No work for you. Let it rain. Fire and brimstone on every corners of the zoo. I say, as the zoo is burning, we are happy. Believe you me, I'm the happiest person. As long as I am here, every time I peep, sometimes I'll go and peep. Is it still boiling? Hope it's still boiling. Because if it's not boiling, I'm not happy. So, Biafrans, if there's anything, any button you can press to make it boil, please do so. I am telling you, Mazin Namdekano, every day he sleeps in that cell, he is always praying, Heavenly Father, you know you promised me you will destroy Nigeria. When are you going to begin? And I'm very sure that whenever he hear that the zoo is boiling, he will say, let it rain. So tonight, I am happy to be here, my able minister. Thank you, sir. So let's keep the fire burning. We move.
Thank you, Wachineke. Thank you, Wachineke. Now we want Biafran people to continue to ask this question that is stirring. One thing with us is that when we see madness start, we allow the madness to show up first. The madness will show up. When it don't show up. When we see say you want to quench the madness, that is when we want to now decide to ask and know where and how this your madness started. So Biafran people, yesterday we were on this very topic. Today we want people to focus on one very thing. One very thing. One. Federal government of Nigeria brought Prime Minister's name with 16 other Biafran names out. They put it on the media. They call them terrorists. From the information they extracted from the foolishness of Ngozi. Now, we want to ask the entire world and the Biafran people one question. Who brought the Taj Islamic bank account to Biafrans? Prime Minister did not bring Taj Fulani Islamic bank account to Biafrans. Then, when it is time for one Nigeria to start doing their nonsense, it is Prime Minister's name with 16 other people's name, right? That they now bring to the media. I want Biafran people to ask Ngozi, why is that your Taj bank account that you were spreading on the media with your IRAT? Why is that your Taj bank account? not included on the Nigerian list that they released and put Simon Ekpa? Why? Was it Simon Ekpa that brought the Taj bank account? Was it Simon Ekpa that brought the Islamic bank account to come and flag on the media? Simon Ekpa is inside detention. And then you are the one that introduced the Islamic bank account. You are the one that introduced putting all the names and bank accounts and phone numbers and faces of Biafrans on the media, public. It was not Simon Ekpa that did it, because Simon Ekpa is not here when you're doing it. It is you that came up and said you want the Biafra Liberation Army to give you bank account, that you want to be putting money to them, which is the bank account that Nigeria have access to. Was it Simon Ekpa that did this? Why is it now that your one Nigeria want to release your list that you gave to them? Your name, Ngozi, is not there on the list. This is the same you that came out to tell your foolish followers that Nigerian government have recognized you as the only second in command and deputy prime minister of Biafra after Simon Ekpa. So why is it that Nigerian government now want to bring out lists and enlist people that they say is working for Biafra? Nigerian government remove your name. They don't put your name on it. It is Simon Ekpa's name that they put with other unarmed Biafrans and innocent Biafrans that you have lured them to their early graves. Why? Why was Ngozi's name not on this list that she brought out and gave to one Nigeria? The Takia system that Ngozi played is what many people have ignored, and they don't come back to figure out something. Because when you come to sit down to analyze the old show, you will come to understand something here. Now, let us go to one post so that we will connect some dots for Biafrans to understand something. Because some of you may be very, very myopic about what is actually happening. Now, here is a post on the screen. And as I speak to you, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people, my Prime Minister, your Prime Minister, that all of you shout. The Akbaragburu, that all of you shout. The Nwakboda, that all of you shout his name. This same man that all of you wrote many names about, you have all betrayed him. All of you that he spoke highly of, he recommended and put on high scale, you have all betrayed him. But I want people to understand something. Because I have seen some people misunderstood this post of the Prime Minister here. He made it in 2023. Yes. He made it when he did not know that the angel he sees inside the family is a devil. I have also seen you people also screenshotted and retweeted my post of Ngozi when Ngozi went to North Korea to participate in the Women and Children World Peace Conference. Yes, I see it. But I want to tell you people today that the person you people had in 2022, 2023 is not the same person that you people have now. Let us remind Biafrans something. That Honorable Fulani was the CEO to the Prime Minister does not make her a cent. That does not make you think that she can betray. All of you should remember this very one here that had happened to be the eye of one Nigeria in IPO.
Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria in IPOB. All the commanders that died, Ejiofor was part of the eyes. Ejiofor entered IPOB, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was taking him as a lawyer, and he became the eye of the Nigeria government in IPOB. He became the eye of Umahi in IPOB.
So if this one that happened to be a direct lawyer, a lawyer is supposed to be a confidant to the client. If there is something that you can tell anybody and you don't want to tell another person, the only person you can tell is your lawyer. Because you will presume that this your lawyer will keep what? Your secret. And will stand to do what? To defend you in court. So if this one that told everybody that he is the most trusted of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happened to be the one that betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how much more this one that had happened to be an ordinary COS? An ordinary COS. I want to ask many of you questions. Some of you that have worked in ministries in government. Does a direct personal secretary or a COS of the CEO of a company, does he have the power to remove a departmental head from another company, from another department? Because some of you are just being foolish. Yes, so let us connect another dot. Ifejuna that you hear the name today, and they say that Ifejuna was a Sabo. Do you know that Ifejuna had happened to be one of the key players and the top planners of the coup of 1966? How many of you knows about this? How many of you knows about this? So, someone that had a good vision, someone that stood on a good ground to stand with you when you carried the first bullet and say, let us destroy the enemy. That person can be the best person that can come back to destroy you. Yes. Ifejuna that all of you hear of, Ifejuna was a good guy when the plan of the coup was on. He was a key player. Just like you heard of Kaduna Nzoku and Adewale and many others from the north and others from the Yoruba and Middle Belt. So, did you see that he had a very good vision? Okay. Ifejuna had a very good vision for the people of one Nigeria. Yes. But after the coup, what made Ifejuna now a Sabo? What entered him that turned him to a Sabo when it came to the side of Biafra? You see, when he was serving on the agenda of saving everybody's life in Nigeria, he did not have the mindset of Sabo. Minister Jare, are you getting this point? We want people to be going to read. Go and find out and know the role that Ifejuna played in the coup of 1966. You will get to understand that Ifejuna had happened to be one of the top-ranking officers that were like Kaduna and Soku. Because when you hear of the coup of 1966, they will call Kaduna and Soku. His name is the top one that they will call. But you don't know that Ifejuna was one of the top-ranking officers that also had the idea, the conspiracy, the controversy of halting the corruption in Nigeria, of ending the inhumane treatment in Nigeria, of stopping the Islamic invasion and the jihad that was about to take place in Nigeria. Everything that is happening now today in one Nigeria is what necessitated the coup of 1966, January 15. And if Ejuna had happened to be one of the people with that good vision. So when some of you will go and sit back and say, oh, Prime Minister recommended Ngozi. Ngozi was doing well when Prime Minister was here. Prime Minister even said she is a very loyal servant. I'm looking for the other photo. The other photo where inside convention, where she stood like this and then she was maybe signing documents on the table with Prime Minister, and then Prime Minister later posted it and said, a dedicated chief of staff. I'm looking for that photo also, so that I'll use it to explain something to you people. So if I have just explained Ejiofor now, and then I explain Ifejuna to all of you, then I'm also going to explain Nnamdi Azikiwe. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the anthem of Biafra, it was the dream of Nnamdi Azikiwe. Composed. But do you know where the Sabon Tinti came into his brain? When it was time for us to now look into the government of Biafra, Nnamdi Azikiwe said, Ojukwu, he must be. He wants to be the leader. He wants to replace Ojukwu. He wants to replace Ojukwu. He wants to be the one to lead. Okay. But you had a good vision and you were doing everything well. You were well recommended. Everybody praised you. You did good. You did that. Okay, look at even when one Nigeria wanted to make him a ceremonial president. We did not argue. We just allow him because we saw, oh, he's from our side, so let us allow him. They made him the ceremonial president, which he just sat there with his head without being able to make any decisions. The Fulani terrorists were the ones taking decisions and making it. But when it came to the time of what? Biafra affairs, Sabo Ntinti entered his brain. He decided to become Sabo the same way that Ifejuna was with a very good dream for us to carry out the coup and for us to end one Nigeria. He did not have the mindset of Sabo Ntinti then. No. Immediately it was time for him to now serve on the side of Biafra. Sabo Ntinti.
Sabo Ntike.
Hey, so we want Biafran people to understand something. Yes. Now, when you now come down to, I've just made mention of Ifejuna, Nnamdi Azikiwe. I've not made mention of Achuzio. If I call Achuzio now, maybe I will call Minister Betty to help me to explain the betrayal part of Achuzio. Minister Betty, over to you. And explain more, many others that you know, that had good vision before. But immediately it was time for them to take over or to do one or two or to sacrifice for Biafra. Sabo ideology entered their brain. Please, over to you. Explain the ones you know during the time of our Biafra in 66 to 70s. Over to you, Minister Betty.
Thank you, my minister. You know, this whole thing, as Babangida recently put it across, how it all started, you know, because our people say that if you are not there where they bury a dead man, you will start from the leg to exhume the grave. They called it Igbo coup. Just to call a dog a name to sell it. It wasn't Igbo coup. but they used it to vilify our people and to buy them, because Fulanis, they don't know any other job than eliminating human beings. And they started since 1966. So when the war broke out, from the little we hear from our parents, Ojukwu was the governor of Enugu. And all of them, Ironsi, all of them, when they started planning how to get our Biafra, the war broke up. Zeke wanted to be the leader, but Ojukwu told him, made it clear to him that this is not something you have to come in now. He said, Oga, wait, let us fight this war with these people. When the war ends, you will come and rule us, or you will come and be the leader. But for now, it is not your thing, something you can handle. Considering all the coups, all the backbiting, all the fight against the Biafran people, Ifajuna also wanted a kind of position that Ojukwu wouldn't give him, and he started sabotaging Ojukwu. It was only people like this Achuzie you mentioned, and Efyong and the rest of them, that we are truly fighting with Ojukwu to get Biafra. Achuzie was busy buying Biafran people. He was buying a lot of Biafran soldiers. Achuzie, if he gives you a command and you didn't obey it, he will shoot you. Ojukwu had a problem with him to some extent, and other commanders pleaded with him not to fight Achuzie now, that we cannot be fighting ourselves, just like what is going on now. So my people, we have been witnessing this type of backbiting. What is happening to Onyendu happened to our PM, happened to Wazirike himself. It's unfortunate that our people lack this spirit of unity, spirit of working together. So during that period, there was this Mr. Okeke, police commissioner, that also he was from Oka. He also sabotaged. And I think they fired him because Nigeria government paid him a lot of money to sabotage Ojukwu as well. So many things happened during that period. But what can we say? We are still watching similar trend going on. And I'm asking Biafrans, especially the Igbo Biafrans, when are we going to stop sabotaging ourselves? Where do we have to draw the line? Why is it that people are fighting us? And instead of us facing our enemies, we are turning our barrel of gun against ourselves. What do we really want? We Biafrans and we Igbos. What do we want? What do we want? That we just went to Finland to redeclare the restoration of United States of Biafra? Ngozi wanted to hijack it. If not that the PM has a very powerful man, the wise ones, who are standing strong for him, this woman would have destroyed all of us. Because what that would have mean is that Biafra would be handed over to Nigeria in a platter of gold. And some people, surprisingly, are still fighting with her against the Biafra Republic government in exile. Both the educated and uneducated ones. I don't know sometimes what education means for us or what role illiteracy plays in our midst. Because you will see some very educated ones, like this Madam Bao Bao. She knows very well what she is up to. She is another Ifajuna, another Achuzie, another Zik, another Ifeanyi Ejiofor, another, what's the name of this one, kissing Onyendu, like Judas?
Madubum.
Madubog.
Madubugu.
Madubog.
How can you just come out from claiming that you declared Biafra on the 29th? In fact, that was the biggest red flag. But we are taking it like our proverb. Ife tana bani bulang. PM told you 2nd of December. You went on the 29th of November after making sure that you sold PM. Now, PM, you said that made you surrogate, told you to fall back to Biafra Republic government in exile. You said the longer he is there, the better. Or let him come out. Somebody that appointed you, let him come out and you will sit on a table and talk with him. Yes, Sammy, thank you. So my people, all these things, sometimes it beats my imagination that we Biafrans, especially the Igbo Biafrans, failing to know that we are the target. We are the target. Because if you look around, most of the parts of zoo are either Muslim or Christian or mixed, but we are not Islamic religion. We are all predominantly Christians, and those who are not Christians are either idol worshippers or atheists who don't belong anywhere. But we are not, we don't have Muslim or Islamic religion as our background. I don't know what we want. How can somebody who said that she is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, doctor means the highest level of education, PhD. She will not understand that you cannot maintain parallel government. You can't maintain two. Even that America where she lives, do they have two cabinets to run America? Do they bring the account to show the world on the internet? Even in Bank of England, do they have two? Do they have two cabinets in the Parliament of United Kingdom and France and Germany? Why is she doing what she is doing? She's not an illiterate. And she will be there telling you that he will, in the next 6 months, she is negotiating. Negotiating with who? To send Biafrans in America and in Europe to Nigeria. And people are still following her sheepishly. Biafran Igbos, what do you people want? What do you people want? You sabotage Ojukwu, sabotage Wazirike, sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now you want to nail Simon Ekpa. What is your problem? What do you people want? Tell me. Tomorrow I can get up and say I'm creating my own government. I want another Biafra. Then Mr. Ajare will say he wants another Biafra. And it will continue on like this. Who will take you serious? Are we children? If she's not paid to do what she's doing, why did she not put her name in the list of that account? Because she said she is the surrogate. The man who you said that made you surrogate, you put his name on the #1 list. Because you want to incriminate him. I don't know what is wrong with us. Sometimes I sit down and be thinking of this. I cannot understand it. We will say, they don't like us, they don't like us. Do you like yourselves? Do you like yourselves? Okay, somebody who is a PhD and you are lying to the world that you are DPM. Who made you the DPM? Who made you the DPM? You told us you are, you told your people, I am full-fledged People's Club member and I'm at the top rank. Why didn't you tell PM this? You lied, you pretended, which means you have serious agenda. Even people like Pastor Livingston, they knew that you are not genuine. I really don't know what you use to blind our PM, not to see that you are a time bomb waiting to be lighted to blow off. So both Igbo women and Igbo men, curse me if you like. I don't like the way we behave. What is wrong with us? What do we want? Do we want to be Muslims? So then why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? You will be telling us, oh, these people, they don't like us. This one, they don't. Do you love yourselves? Because people are watching. They can only respect you if you love yourselves. So everything that Ngozi and her group are doing, and they are not ready to give up, very soon we will stop talking about you people, and you will fade away the way DOS faded away. Because when DOS, people like Achebe were there, and Uruagu, they never knew that they will fade away. And it was only PM that time. But now, we are many. She will fade away, just like the rest. Because Biafra Republic government in exile is not a joke. It's a serious affair. So for those of you who think that Madam Bao Bao will last, no, she will not. She will fade away just like the rest. Just like the rest. Because you people are the problem we are having. And I'm sure Ngozi is the politician in Nigeria. She hid that one, but the whole secret was revealed. There was a place where she wore a blue dress and she was being interviewed. She was telling you, the interviewer, how she's going to help Nigeria children, how she will do this for them. She doesn't know anything about Biafra during and after the war till tomorrow. Ngozi does not know anything about Biafra. She's only trying her luck. Unfortunately for her, all the people that left DOS are now joining her. How can everybody that PM made away with, even some that Onyendu Mazin Nnamdi Kanu sacked, like this one in South Africa, I don't know his name, they all, she brought them all back. So why is it that all these gullibles following her cannot see that this woman is very intentional in what she's doing? If on a dolianya, oh my phone name. Because every PM say fall back. I don't know who has now fallen back. Even that diorama has fallen back and she's still hanging on. That is to say that she came from the onset to destroy what we are doing. My people, forget about anything, no sentiment. I'm not here to talk about sentiment or to please anybody. I am not a child. I have followed this thing on my own, quietly. All Igbo politicians, they want to destroy Biafra. Because the Fulani corruption that they are used to is just what they want to continue with. Atoeze, Nukpo, all of them. Former armed robber known as Hopeless Uzodinma, he was former armed robber, then graduated to 419 with what's this man that he was driving before the man died. All of them, they are the ones who have given themselves to Fulani to destroy us. I don't know what we want. We will be fighting for Biafra for the rest of our lives. Is that what you people want? So my people, if Ngozi we tell everybody that in America they have two governments, then you will know that she is genuine. Even after the man he claimed that made her surrogate said to her, fall back, she refused. What does it show to you people? That she is being bought like the rest to be used against Biafra. That Finland, she goes all the time with Uche to go and work against PM. Finland is only 5 million. So Biafra in 70 million, are we not good enough to be a nation of our own? Are we not? Or the killing of Biafrans, she enjoys it so much. Or at her age, she does not know that unity is better than division. What does she want? She wants to bring Biafra so that they will say, she's just using every structure that PM made to bring Biafra. PM's ministers, PM USB. So what contribution has she made? Destruction. Most of these people working with her now, we are people that we are working with Mazi Simon Ekpa. This USB she's using now was formed by our PM, Simon Ekpa. So what is her own contribution? Division. An Igbo woman, if that is if truly she's an Igbo, or she's not borrowing the name just to get to what she wants to do. So my people, is really sad. It's really sad that each time there's issue of sabotage, you will trace it back to the Igbos.
Yeah, thank you, Betty. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. Thank you for your submission. Thank you. Let's continue. All right. I want to bring something else to the screen because we're talking about people that some other people had credit and had beliefs and had trust in them. And then after a couple of days and weeks and months, they now become demons, fighting against what we have been working on. It would have been best you show your evil nature when Prime Minister was here. But when you start showing it when he is not here, that means you were praying and yearning and waiting for him to be no more so that you can use up the opportunity to destroy everything. And it is happening. It is happening. Biafran people, I want all of you to go to this publication by Nigerian government. After all that Ngozi did, Ngozi came up with, they are now in a government, they have declared Biafra, they have restored Biafra. You can bring your face, bring your account, bring everything that you have, put it on the media. Nobody will stop you. I want all of you. She put the account on the line. The Taj Bank account, which she brought and put on the line, which all of you went to do payment. When you come and check all these names, and the account numbers displayed here, you cannot find Ngozi's bank account in it. Ngozi's bank account disappears from this list. Wait, let me bring another publication that shows all the accounts. You will not see Ngozi's bank account. You will not see Ngozi's name. You will not see that Islamic Taj bank account, that TAJ bank account, which she fronted online and told One Nigeria, this is the account that Biafrans are paying money into. So some of you don't understand the game that was played here. The game that was played here was capture every Biafran that their names goes in or do transaction to that account and then come out. Then use Prime Minister's name, since she came out to say, we are doing everything on the authority and the approval and on behalf of Prime Minister. So the idea was use Prime Minister's name, launch it with those account numbers fronted on the media and the names and everything that you put on the media, then put it on behalf of Prime Minister. And at the end of the day, Ngozi's name would not be on any of those documents that they bring up against Biafrans. They now go and bring Simon Ekpa's name to put. When I never go sit down and ask myself, say, Simon Ekpa, they inside detention. He did not bring out any Islamic bank account after convention. The person that brought the Islamic bank account after convention, in name, no day for the publication where One Nigeria will come out. That very bank account that she put on the media for everybody to see and told One Nigeria, this is our donation account. One Nigeria don't publish that account in this publication. This is what we want people to understand. They don't put that Touch Bank account, that Islamic bank account, in this publication. It's not there. For instance, the Biafrans that put their money in that account are the ones that they bring their names out. But that account is hidden from this publication of sanction of One Nigeria. Minister Jarabe, carry mic.
You know, thank you so much, my able minister. You know, when Gowon was saying that had he known that money would have stopped him from firing a shot, he wouldn't have gone to fire a shot. He would have just settled off, and went in. In that during that time of Ifajuna, because they were able to get Ifajuna and get a few saboteurs. But ask yourself, why is it that during the time of our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, there was nothing like they can bribe somebody? It didn't happen. When our prime minister was here, before they called him in and detained him now, you will not see anything like all these things they are bringing, or they say they can bribe somebody to expose. But immediately our prime minister was taken away and Ngozi showed up, you can see it became very easy for them to, today you will not hear Musa talking and all those things, because they've been able to get the one, that Ifajuna they are looking for, to give her that thing that is drawing her throat, money, mammon, and they got her. And they were able to make her, they will give you. That's the reason why you cannot see anything she's doing. Look, the Taj Bank, you will not see the Taj Bank, you will not see. Our prime minister have even never used the account he had in the zoo. Then he never used it for anything Biafra. You understand? Ngozi, who is bold, very, very bold, to bring out an account, and even an Islamic account. They didn't bring her name. You know why? Because she is directly working with them. They know that this one is our own. This one is for us. You don't even ask yourself all these questions. Many things that you have never heard before. Nigeria being your sister nation. Can you believe that? And every little statement, she makes, even though she's reading it, He will tell you that he's going to Nigeria. We're taking you to Nigeria. Is it a happenstance? Is it by accident? The answer is no. It is simple because the mole they have always been looking for, they have used that now to penetrate. And now let me tell you something. Some of you that are saying, why didn't our PM know that the fake Pastor Livingstone exposed her? Let me tell you, our PM investigated this woman very, very well. She swore with her life that these things are my past life, because our PM was confronted with these questions directly. And he said, I have called her, I have questioned her. That is, our PM took time to question this woman, because the two things that, because our PM believed that even if you are a one Nigerian before, and you have seen that Nigeria have happened to so many Biafrans, there's no way you will tie yourself to that one Nigeria. You will give it up. And when you give it up and you admit that you have given it up, and you swear with your life that there is nothing that concerns you with Nigeria politics anymore, what does our PM hold against you? He will say, after all, he also was there before. So people, he knows that people will find it difficult to believe, but your own testimony is what he believes. Her testimony is what our PM believes. Her confirmation and her swearing with her life that she no longer participates in Nigeria politics and that she's no longer there, our PM believes that for her own word. Not knowing that this woman have been predetermined, predestined to come to work against our PM. When people were telling PM, be careful about people within you, our PM haven't known that he has checked everywhere in his surrounding, because he would not obviously and deliberately put somebody that is a one Nigerian to be working with him. He will always tell you that, look, in my surrounding, there's nothing like that. But the truth remains that nobody can ever betray me and succeed, because he knows that he is on a divine assignment to restore Biafra, and he knows that he is the last bus stop, because there's no way we will, suffer this thing longer and longer. That's why you can see all the catastrophe happening to Nigeria now is happening in quick succession, because it was a 5 years program that Chukwu Abiyama gave to our PM. And 2025 is supposed to be the year of the full restoration, and it is going to be happening. It will be happening. So, my brethren, do not don't be carried away by saying, why didn't you check? Our PM we checked. But I want you to know that this enemy you see today, she had sworn to pretend to the last, to do everything to creep in, both using juju, using pretense, using wayo, using hypocrisy and everything. But has she not been busted? Has she not been busted? She has been busted. Because this is what she's doing now. She thought it would be a very easy ride. She thought it would be a very, very smooth ride, and I will Columbia all of them, I will do everything, and then before you know it, everything is shattered. You see the speed with which she was changing everything, changing the logo, changing the name, changing this. Hey, you ask yourself, what is this woman running? Why are you speeding like this? Where are you speeding to? None of these things have ever been mentioned by our PM. That logo will be changed. For what? That our office will be changed. For what? That our... Tell me, how did we get here? Because there is a mole that was bought and paid. And the only way she was free to function was to make sure that the PM was not on the scene. And immediately the PM was out of the scene, she wanted to capitalize and Columbia everybody. But thank God for those of us who are immune not to be fatally beaten by that poison that will make us, become a part of this betrayal. Thank you, my able minister.
Thank you, Wachineke. We want to bring something to the screen. Biafran people,
Hey,
for those of you that do not know
one
this
again,
boy,
this mini boy.
yes, there is something he did. That is why we want Biafrans to know. Because All those that Prime Minister promoted them when he saw them coming into Biafra, they have all turned their platforms to work against Prime Minister today. And this one will shock you, Biafran people. Listen to him so that you see his verse very well, if you did not know him.
Diaspora, those living in Nigeria and in most African countries, I would say all African countries and all over the world, we all Biafrans want to participate in the redeclaration of the independence of Biafra. We all want to be there in Finland on the 2nd of December. I know we all want to participate, but unfortunately, not all of us are going to be there. And the reason is because some people are financially incapacitated, and some because of the green passport, because we don't have our passport with us yet. And for these reasons and more, some Biafrans might not make it there. But because we all want to participate and we all want our impact to be felt. Now, you see this? This is the fundraising for the Redeclaration Convention. Now, don't say because you are a thousandaire or a millionaire, not yet a billionaire, or even if you are a billionaire and you can't make it there, maybe for some reasons best known to you. To some people, you don't want Nigeria to know you support Biafra because of your relevance in Nigeria, because of how you make your money. You know, they're going to come after you if they know you are part of Biafra or you are part of those who want to make impact, who want to participate. But you see, this fundraising, if you participate in this fundraising, don't say you don't have too much. 1,000, 2,500, any amount. I'm talking about Naira, pounds, dollar, Ejema, Bitcoin, Biafra coin, or any currency. All Biafrans should please participate in this fundraising. I will participate, for real. Biafrans, this is very, very important. Might be the last fundraising for the Redeclaration Convention. It is very, very important. Please, whatever you do, keep to this date. Try as much as you can to participate, because if you participate here, I know we have been giving in time past, and even after this we won't stop giving, but this one particularly, if you participate, you are making your impact in the Redeclaration Convention. You are there monetarily. You might not be there present, but your impact will be felt, because you see this fundraising is also going down the history lane. For real, this fundraising is very, very important. And if you want to participate anonymously, you don't want to be known, it is still okay.
Now, why am I playing this thing and showing the entire screen? I want everybody to look at it and see that this is somebody that Prime Minister promoted. Yes. His video, and when he made posts, he's the person that made posts and said every Biafran should come and vote because Prime Minister has done his own. And then Prime Minister cannot do all this and then he will still be the one to come and do vote for you. That all of you is your responsibility to come and carry your vote and then start doing your vote. Now, this man you see here, or boy, and everyone that Prime Minister have promoted them when he was here, they have all turned and used their platform against the Prime Minister today. You will be shocked of what you will hear from this boy doing. You see this Taj Bank Islamic account that Ngozi brought that has endangered all Biafrans and then taken their names to what Nigeria lives now. I want you people to watch what this boy did. After you finish watch now, you will tell us if what this boy did, he did it because he loved himself or he just want to destroy everything that we are doing. Hey, there are many people that thunder will follow them, even enter grave because of destroying Biafra.
Mandate, right?
Now listen, everybody should listen and watch what this boy here now did. This is when we are doing exposition against the Islamic Taj Bank account that Ngozi brought out, which has endangered the lives of many Biafrans now. Now, I want all of you to watch and see what this boy did. To be able to do what? Implicate, impersonate, blackmail, and do what? Deceive Biafrans using the name of Prime Minister to validate the Islamic bank account that Ngozi gave to Biafran so that they can go and make payments. Everybody should watch this video and see something.
All right, all of you complaining about the New Dimension Mandate account, just go to the PM's account like I did here, search for New Dimension Mandate, right? And then check what you'll see. You scroll down, you see it here, you click on it, and then what does it give you? Scroll down again and see. And then what does it give you? You scroll down, you see it here, you click on it.
I've just paused it here now. He said, you scroll down. He went to Prime Minister's page. He typed New Dimension. The thing come out every post that Prime Minister had made about New Dimension. And then when you look at the post where he is using, is a post that Prime Minister made in 2023, July, or June 2023, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, July 22, 2023. When Prime Minister posted this New Dimension mandate for people to go and pay money for palliative so that we can buy things and then share to Biafrans in the homeland. This is the evil that you see that this boy did, though. To be able to do what? To validate Islamic bank account. To use it against Prime Minister. Prime Minister did not post that Islamic bank account here and say, use it to make donation in the homeland. But the Islamic bank account was added to the website after Prime Minister has been detained. Ngozi used her mouth to confess that they added this account to this website after the convention. But this boy now went to the post of Prime Minister in July 2023. When Prime Minister posted New Dimension Mandate website, he now click it, and the link now will take you to the website. And then when you go to the website now, you will now see the Islamic bank account. He now use it to validate you and tell you that Prime Minister validated the Islamic bank account. Watch it all.
You scroll down, you see it here, you click on it, and then what does it give you? Scroll down again and see. Just like this, up. It takes you down to where the account is. And what name do you see there? The same name. Why are you being loose? Why?
Did you hear him? He has taken you to the Islamic bank account and is now telling you, yes, this is the Islamic bank account here. And he's asking the gullible followers and say, why are you being loose? Listen to the next thing that he's going to say with his mouth.
Why are you Nujakoiri? The same name, the same bank, the same account. You're just men pleasers, dirty, greedy people. You're just following people whom you think or people whom you want to follow because you know that when they get it, then it will be beneficial to you. Your own selfish interest is what you're protecting, not someone who actually will do it. You know, these people you're supporting, they lack direction, like they don't even know what they are doing. But you're following them. Now look at it, the same name, the same account. You guys are just, gonna get out again.
Have you all watched the video? I want everybody to watch this video to understand something. What Marvelous Arinze did was to go to Prime Minister's post of July 22, 2023, when Prime Minister posted our New Dimension Mandate website, and then ordered everyone in the diaspora to use this link to pay money for the palliative that we shared to Biafrans in the homeland. 2023, he now clicked the link. It didn't take him to the website. He now scrolled down to the Islamic bank account that Ngozi added after convention. He now used it and then say Prime Minister was aware of this Islamic bank account. that Prime Minister validated the Islamic bank account, that Prime Minister posted out new mandate accounts and the Islamic bank account, which he clicked to take you to the bank to the. So when we now explain this thing here on the screen for people to understand, we want you to understand the conspiracy theory. Look at this thing now. They brought this thing out. At first, the target was the families of the Biafra Liberation Army. And then she did not succeed there. She wrote another one. She even talked with her mouth and said, bring your face out. Our account will be online. The phone numbers will be online. The telephone numbers will be online. Everything will be on air. Don't be afraid of one Nigeria. It did not do them well, though, at the end of the day. Did you see Ngozi's name and the Islamic bank account in the publication that One Nigeria did? No. Whose name did you see? It was Simon Ekpa's name. Simon Ekpa's name. And it is the same Simon Ekpa that you see Marvelous Arinze go to his official Twitter page to use and blackmail him to validate that Prime Minister endorsed Islamic bank accounts. So, how now they look at this thing? But make una hear live confession from Marvelous Arinze after he did this thing. After Marvelous did this thing, whether yesterday or the day before yesterday, we caught him on space, and then we were interrogating him. Listen to the response of Marvelous Arinze, so that you will know that just like we said, people that had good conscience or they were good yesterday, that they can turn to become demon today, just like Ife Juna had good intention for Nigeria before. Just like Nnamdi Azikiwe had good intention for Nigeria before. Just like Ngozi had good intention for Nigeria before. But today, the good intentions now became evil for Biafra. Now listen to what Arinze will answer you when we ask him this question.
Tell anybody not to use whatever they want to use. Do what you feel is right. I'm doing what I feel is right. It's not we coming on space to threaten each other and warn each other. Like we should be educating each other. If you feel I'm wrong, educate me. And if I feel like I need to educate this person, I do my own bit.
Marvelous. You said if they feel you are wrong, they should educate you.
Yes.
All right, you made a very good point. You went to Prime Minister's page, and then you click an old post of him when he posted a new mandate account recommending Biafrans to donate money for palliatives for sit at home. And then when you click, you got to the new mandate website. And then you made that video and then recommended Biafrans that Prime Minister had recommended Biafrans to use the Taj bank account that was attached, which is the Islamic bank account. Are you educating Biafrans or you are blackmailing Prime Minister?
Right. If you see it as me blackmailing the Prime Minister, now some of you believe wherever our Prime Minister is, he sees what is going on, right?
Have you answered the question?
And then yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
no,
then
you've not answered the question. You've not answered the question because you said wait.
Yeah?
You said if they see that you have done something wrong, they should educate you. Is that not what you said?
Yes.
So I've now
that's what I'm saying.
you. What you did now, are you educating Biafrans or you are blackmailing the Prime Minister?
It depends on how you see it.
No.
Because there was a message from the Prime Minister.
Answer a simple question.
There was a message.
You said there was a mistake from Prime Minister.
There was a message from the Prime Minister.
A message
directing Dr. Ngozi Oravweze to protect the new mandate. And this is the account on the new mandate.
Have you answered the question I asked you?
What's the question? If I'm blackmailing the Prime Minister.
If you said if they see that you are not doing the right thing, they should educate you.
Yes.
We should be
if they feel like they were
then, yes, from what you did, Biafrans saw what you did, and they now ask you now, what you did, were you educating Biafrans or you were blackmailing or impersonating the prime minister by
This is
telling Biafrans that
the
he
answer.
endorsed something that he did not endorse?
This is the answer. This is the answer. You see what I do as wrong. I see what I do as right. I have my reasons.
So
I have my
you
proofs.
blackmailing prime minister, you say it is right.
Akpalawa, don't put words in my mouth, okay? Right?
Marvelous, you are not truthful to yourself. You went and please close the door. You went and clicked the old link of new mandate which prime minister posted when we were doing palliative, which he recommended all Biafrans to go there, click and make their payment to support the palliative. And then every Biafran went and did it then. And then the Islamic bank account was later added to this bank account just recently after the convention. Then what you did is something that you did whether 3 weeks or 2 weeks ago. And when you did it to use what you did to implicate Prime Minister, to blackmail him, and use what you did to validate it that Prime Minister recommended the Islamic bank account in the new mandate. And now we're asking you, because from what you said if we see that you are doing something wrong, we should educate you for you to know more. We are now asking you what you did. Were you educating Biafrans, or you were blackmailing him, or you were impersonating him? You say what we see from what you did is wrong, but what you see from what you did is right. So that means blackmailing. So everything about anybody following Honorable Fulani is to blackmail Prime Minister and then claim right. Impersonate Prime Minister and claim right. Implicate Prime Minister and claim right. I thought some of you even have sense of humor. I thought some of you have sense of reasoning to sit back and think of what you do. So you intentionally did what you did and you know that it is wrong. But you claim that to yourself, you wanted to do it and you see it to be right. Please, Ife, let this part of this video be cut out.
No problem.
Where he made this statement, and his face should be put on the video. Then the question should be put to him the way I put it, and then everybody should listen to his response. And then we connect it with that video of propaganda that he did against Prime Minister. Hey! Oh my God. The title of this very program suits all of you. All those Prime Minister promoted their platforms working against him now. Because Marvelous was one of those that Prime Minister promoted his videos. We even brought him into the Voice of Biafra so that he will be doing videos and then we push it out through the satellite. But listen to him today. He's the person that is blackmailing Prime Minister, implicating him, and then telling the entire world that what he did it in his own way to be right. But he is not in any way educating Biafra, but he just did it and feel it is right way to blackmail and implicate the Prime Minister. How will you see that Prime Minister is in detention, he's answering questions for everything that is happening, and then you go and carry Islamic bank accounts, which are terrorist-minded, terrorist accounts. You come to now implicate Prime Minister to show that Prime Minister is sponsoring Islamic terrorist bank account so that they will now go and use it against him. Chai! Oh my God. Wait, is it that there is something that Ngozi has done to some of you, that many of you that even had senses before to be able to reason, you cannot reason well again? Just listen to yourself, what came out of your mouth. And what you did the right thing. You did the right thing by blackmailing the Prime Minister, implicating him with what you know quite well that he did not do what you said, but you did it just to blackmail him. I beg. I leave the mic here.
Sorry,
Shock me,
can I?
honestly.
Is he going to play more? I want to say something before you.
No, that is where I stopped the interrogation
Yeah,
with him.
let me say something before I retire. And Marvelous was citing.
Don't retire yet, oh. Before you retire, there are 2 photos I will bring to the screen to finish up Marvelous matter here. So
Okay.
you go see. I want to talk about it.
Let me quickly make this point. Very, very valid point. He was trying to cite the audio record Ngozi recorded our attorney, where the attorney was telling her about mandate, and he's trying to cite it as an excuse. But meanwhile, Marvelous have already released this. Marvelous have already released this particular propaganda video before that recording took place. But meanwhile, Marvelous, I wish he's listening to this particular program. Let me talk to him, because I know that the time his eyes will open is very, very near. How will you be using that as your argument when the Prime Minister was talking about mandate? With mandate account, the account for the liberation, if Prime Minister is talking to Ngozi about something that has to do with mandate, is he talking to you about the liberation? Is it not Prime Minister that told you that what you don't know is bigger than you? He told Ngozi to maintain mandate. And Ngozi was recording this voice. I was asking, do you mean mandate account? Do you mean mandate? The woman never told her anything about mandate account. Because of her evil, and because she wants to project whatever mandate account, she was insisting, is it mandate account? Is it mandate account? And Prime Minister did not mention anything like mandate account to her. And again, Marvelous, where in this movement have you ever seen our Prime Minister openly project any account, even if it is not an Islamic account, any account whatsoever, for anybody to go and use to pay? Marvelous, have our Prime Minister ever written out any account that is opened for the world to see? Have you ever seen it? Now, you see such a thing happening with Ngozi. It didn't happen to be a red flag to you. And now you are talking about, Prime Minister talked about mandate. Is it today we have known about mandate? Who brought in the mandate account into what we are doing? Was it not Ngozi Arabueze? What was mandate all about? Was it not for her palliative, and whenever the Prime Minister need them to also bring in money for the liberation, she will bring it in? That was her own angle. She was mandate account, whatever, has never been main account for this liberation. Never. So how can you come in to project an old link and then bringing out a Taj bank account that was displayed openly, that has now put Biafrans in trouble? You are now using it as your argument to say you may see what I do to be wrong, but in your own eyes it is right. Like, seriously? No, like, seriously? Are you the one actually saying this? To defend evil. 1 point alone is enough for you to know that what you did was evil. Because openly and publicly displaying accounts have always been something we are mindful of, because it will jeopardize the security of our people back home. And it has never been done. And Ngozi did it. And today you can see it has put our people's life at risk. Some have even lost their lives by reason of doing this. So you, Marvelous, should be crying, repenting, regretting for being an instrument of destruction in the hands of Ngozi Fulani. What a shame. And you're talking about problems are talking about mandate. Like, when did mandate come to bear? What is mandate all about? Is mandate account the account for liberation? Up to today, Ngozi is still telling you what mandate was all about. It is an account for humanitarian purposes. It is not an account for the liberation. The only account for the liberation is the ipobinUSA.com.org/donate. The only source of supporting the liberation is biafrarepublic.org/tax. These 2 links have always been the channel whereby our liberation have always been supported. Well, let you who has ear hear. I rest my mic.
Can
Thank
I?
you, Terry. Minister Betty, wait, before you come, let me finish this old
Okay.
show so
Okay.
that you guys will see something. Because the man you people just talked about did not just stop where he did. He went as far as doing something else. Now, how many of us can see what is on the screen? This is the special squad, the one Nigerian special squad, and the special forces that they are using to kill Biafrans in the homeland. So I don't know if it is because Marvelous was part and parcel of this group. I don't know if it's because Marvelous was part and parcel of this group before. So he saw and witnessed the woto that Biafra army were giving to his colleagues, given to him also, till he had to run out. So coming back now, there has been this hatred, but there has been so much pretense all along. Just like I talked about Ngozi. Ngozi pretended to be the best COS. Ejiofor pretended to be the most trusted. Ifejuna had a very good insight at the coup. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the same thing. Achuzie, the same thing. But at the end of the day, they all turn. So I don't really understand. If it is because Arinze was part of this group of special forces before. So as he came to come and join Biafran government, that hatred of how Biafra army have been destroying them is still inside of his brain. It's not only you that have served under one Nigeria that they gave you weapon to go and be killing Biafrans as the special forces of Nigeria. Serving one Nigeria. So tomorrow now, when you now have opportunity to run out of Nigeria, you come and hide under and pretend to be a very good working servant for Biafra. Then the ample opportunity that you find, you will use that opportunity to destroy the prime minister. You will use that opportunity to destroy the Biafra government. You will use that opportunity to destroy Biafrans. So when all of you watch all those Ebubagu and all those terrorists that goes about from Biafra land from one point to another, killing and maiming, you will see them on this special forces uniform. It is a special forces uniform that one Nigeria uses to give to these terrorists. It was one of those terrorists that they used to send to go and kill Biafrans.
Now, wow, Sonny, we wanna go dig this thing out. Nah, this thing.
You say we will not come out. Now, ain't carrying stupidity, carry himself come out. Yes, because he thought that he has gotten it all. He thought he has gotten it all. He thought that he has gotten it all. I tell you, I'm not the one that brought this thing out. There are many of us that have served in one Nigeria. When one Nigeria did not give and mandate them to go and be killing Biafrans. There are many people that have served in one Nigeria military or Air Force or Navy or Army or police or a merchant navy in all ramifications. Many people have served there. But when you now just came out, because this one just came out yesterday, this one is not an old one. This one, it just came out because this special forces group, one Nigeria just instituted it during Tinubu time, when Tinubu time of 2023 elections. That was when they initiated this special forces uniform. Before, you don't see the special forces uniform of one Nigeria in the police or the army or the navy or the no. And when they open and unveil the special forces uniform, They send all of them to Biafra land. Everyone they recruit, they send them to Biafra land to come and be killing Biafrans and to be buying Biafrans. So I don't know if it is because Marvelous was one of those recruits that was used to massacre Biafrans. And then he served them. Then when he had a little opportunity to run, after he saw the Woto that Biafra army were giving them, he could not withstand. When Prime Minister said, everybody, if you are of a Biafran extract, and then you are being used by one Nigeria to massacre your people, if you have opportunity, run, come out. If not so, na body bags, they go take carry una because of coming to buy Biafrans. So maybe he had opportunity to run out, and then he ran out. Now, he cannot sit back to remember the Woto that he was collecting from Biafra army. So he wants to now pay back Prime Minister evil. He wants to pay back the Biafran people, because I cannot sit down to phantom and then think and reason that Marvelous can be the person that can go and make a video to implicate Prime Minister, validating that Prime Minister endorsed the Islamic Taj bank account Fulani that Ngozi brought out to come and deceive Biafrans, which has put Biafrans in all these problems today. I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm wondering. So, Minister Jared, I leave the floor to you.
No, the thing is shocking me. You mean that he was part of this this
He was part of this Ebubagu and this special squad that you see that they will send to Biafra land to come and be killing Biafrans. Look at the uniform there.
What?
The one
I want us to read. Can you enlarge it so that we'll read what is actual? Where did he post this thing? I'm looking for it to see.
Wait, I will
Do you
forward it to you.
mean special force?
He's the one that posted it.
Please forward it to me, please, so that
when he thought he has arrived, that is when he thought he has arrived. He's now with Ngozi. He don't balance. When he finished make that video of Prime Minister, implicating Prime Minister, so he thought that he has arrived. So Ngozi have given him all guarantees. He went and brought this photo of himself out to come and tell you he was in the bushes before with those people that Biafra army used to buy. In this write-up, he tell you his bush name so that he will understand. Let's see it here. He posted this thing on the 7th of March, 2025. He said, some of you call me.
And the said, don't delete them. I then page they look and not see. I'm blasted, don't delete.
No, he cannot delete it. Too. You know, me, you don't go delete anything. He cannot delete it and he should not delete it. So it will remain there for record purposes. So look at what he wrote there. I am dead, but you must know that I am not a fruit to be eaten raw. Me too, self, don't see small bisa. My code is stone, aka Okute Ndibo. Mwakochi, Amoro, number. I took a respect, but I know they fear anybody. Small boy, no business. So, have you seen him now? He said, I am already in exile. You see this, Biafra? I am already in exile. So, as he doesn't say, he don't land for exile now. Prime Minister is no more here. He is trying to do what? Repay Prime Minister back. Because Biafra army used to give them woto. So, that is why I brought the other photo before, so that everybody will see, and then compare and contrast, so that they will not say, oh, Sonny, you brought this thing up. You see? Here they are. If you now bring more of the photos and videos of these people that goes about from house to house and in Biafra land, killing Biafrans, most especially the other video where they killed Biafra in whether February, and they drag the body and they tie it to the motorcycle, where they shot that boy on the head. You see, it's the same uniform that you see him wear here. The same group of boys that they used to recruit to use them to go and buy Biafrans. So he's like paying Biafrans back for the opportunity he has found himself in the Biafran government. Now that Prime Minister is not here, they all want to do what? To destroy Prime Minister by going to implicate him, do propaganda, blackmail him with everything that they could. I'm sending it to you, Minister Ajare. Minister Betty, over to you if you want to say something.
Yes, thank you, my minister. What I actually is shameful and very surprising. What I want to say about these guys, this very young man and Uche, the one in Finland, I said it earlier and I'm repeating it, that Ngozi does not know anything about Biafra during the war, after, till now. That's why she's bringing all these criminals. They are the criminal and they will be the first to call you criminal. How can somebody like this go and be copying something that PM kept? Because it's good to report his page. That is criminality. And that will show anybody that this Ngozi Orabueze doesn't deal with anything other than dealing with people who are still imbibed into Nigeria culture of criminality. How can you go to copy something from somebody's Twitter handle to come and support your criminality? How can you do that? His page is supposed to be reported. At least with this conversation you held with him, it is a very big evidence. Because all these people who were with DOS when they sold Onyendu, and they failed when PM intervened, they started calling us autopilot. All of them have now come back to support this lady to succeed in what she is doing. She does not know anything. You can never tell her to come and state categorically what Biafra is all about from 1966 till date. All she knows is that she wants to be on top and using all these criminals to cover her back. And they are the ones doing all her dirty job for her. Because the video we played yesterday, she said she will take Biafrans from America and Europe and take them back to Nigeria. She's not articulate at all. She does not know anything about Biafra. All these young guys that she's using are the criminals doing her dirty job for her. And I don't know why some of our people are still dying with this woman, working with her to ruin what we are doing. Because we want to be free. We cannot be fighting for this freedom for 100 years. So anybody who is working with Ngozi is dragging us back. When we make one step forward, they will be pulling us back. And this one is one of them. Just Nigeria way of criminality. That's what Ngozi and her group are demonstrating. And somebody who said that they want Biafra to come, we'll be listening to them and following them, contributing money to them. That mandate account, she is the one who's supposed to come and make account for Biafrans, for all the amount of money that was left in that account. Whether Biafrans didn't hear it, that if not for our APM, we wouldn't have had that convention in Finland. We wouldn't, because every money in that account, which is for palliatives or whatever reason it was created by PM, every money there, she seized everything, sat on it, and the one she gave to Caterpillar made away with it, and all that. That's what she is using. And this one too, who was not even either a media team member of Biafra Republic government in exile or a cabinet minister. How do they know all these things they are doing? Ngozi is using all the things she learned from PM to tell them which way to go. And people are clapping for Ngozi for wanting to destroy Biafra. You cannot be a People's Club member of Nigeria and the COS in Biafra. That is evidence of a saboteur. You know, you either belong in one All these criminals, once you see them here comment, they will start calling you, oh, criminals. But look at the criminality this one is doing with PM's Twitter handle. How dare him? His account should be reported with this evidence. I'm telling you,
Forget
because
about reporting account. Those are not the things we say. We have exposed him. We have exposed him. His account. Let him continue. We'll be exposing him from his account. Don't worry
yeah,
about it.
because he is using that account to do wrong. He's using it to do something that is not right. When you see anything wrong with this conversation that he held with our minister, is a very big evidence. And he was responding. Thank you, my minister. I really get pissed with some of these our people. I really don't know. I don't know what they want to achieve. I don't know.
So, Master, I've been on his page while I was there. This guy is just I know he will regain himself, but only that whether he will have the mental ability to know that this youthful exuberance that is pushing him, is something that will lead him to destruction. He was also making caricature of himself by doing the finger posing. He was posing to take picture with his index finger. The guy is so ignorant, very, very ignorant, not knowing that Ngozi Orabu Fulani is very deep with Islam. The finger he did, I have just taken a saved this picture. The finger he did doesn't even know that is not the way it is done. Ngozi is very deliberate, very particular with what she is doing.
Yeah.
And what's funny thing is that these guys, they are just not normal. I don't know. Whatever Ngozi cooked and made them smoke or made them swallow, do you understand? That is actually my burden that made me go into some spiritual exercise, which I believe that those that are appointed unto eternal life, because Biafra means eternal life. Those that are appointed unto eternal life, they will not perish with Ngozi, because I know that Ngozi have no redemption. Ngozi have already received what we call a reprobate mind. Reprobate mind that she can never turn back. Ngozi is gone. Just people that are gone, people like Ngozi, people like Ifeanyi Ejiofor, people like Uche Mefo, Obidio Bienu, China Sanworu. These are people that are gone with reprobate mind. No matter the kind of thing you preach, they are gone. And for example, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never ever again have anything to do with China Sanworu or Uche Mefo or Chike Doziem, never, or Ifeanyi Ejiofor, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that these people, they have been given to a reprobate mind. They can never return. The same way with our prime minister. Our prime minister have already zeroed down on Ngozi Orabueze. There is no amount of repentance for Ngozi Orabueze. Ngozi Orabueze is gone, finished. It's a closed chapter. People like this one. Now, how can you be proud to come and be displaying? Did you forget that this group that recruited him are not Biafra group? They are not the liberation group. These are terrorist group. You are displaying their camouflage. Special forces. You're displaying it, and you don't know that you are actually displaying enemy's uniform. You are donned on an enemy's uniform, and you have pride in it. Just imagine how you've lost your mind. And when I come to think that I actually considered you somebody that was actually, ready for freedom, open for this particular liberation, and I actually was pushing to share whatever you were doing, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, honestly. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Mazi Sonu. I'll leave it here.
Raf, do you think that Mazi Sonny is still there?
Yes, Sonny is here.
If you look at this video, I've been a photo with that.
I'm here. I'm here. I wanted to bring a screenshot from that from one of those special forces terrorists that shot those Biafrans and dragged them and tied the body to the bike. That one that just happened recently. I wanted to get a screenshot of one of them so that you see with the same face cap. For those that may not understand what we are explaining to them, I'm just reviewing that photo screenshot now. If anybody can get it very fast, push it down. Let me pick this one here and see.
You know, say our pages, if we show that kind thing.
No, we are not showing the body. Those people they massacre. Now, one of those personnel with that uniform, with just like this one day like this, now their face now we just want.
Now, what for this boy? Yo? Special forces, you just wear their uniform. You dey bold, you dey proud.
Okay, I found one here. Let me project it so that we see. Can we see it? Can we see this, Minister?
It's very faint.
Yeah, but is okay. We can't.
It's the same face cap. It's the same face cap. Yeah.
You see him? You see him?
It's the same.
Yeah.
So, this is the video where these people kill the Biafran that they say who is Papa Biafra. These special forces that you see here that one Nigeria recruit, the terrorists that they sent to Biafra land to kill Biafrans. They will kill the boy. The boy is here. See the boy. Now the boy body now him be this. Now that Biafran boy body now him be this. Now him dey beat so. See the bike where they collect from that boy here. See the bucket where the boy carry. So they will beat this boy, put him to the ground, use the pump action that they have in their hands here, and shoot the boy brain to pieces. And then they will tie another one to the bike and be dragging and be pulling around the community. So this is one of the persons or from where Marvel came out from. Marvelous was one of these persons you see that were recruited to be killing Biafran, one of the Bubagu, one of the special forces of one Nigeria terrorist. So he had opportunity to now run away from Nigeria. He got into exile now, and is now in exile. He pretended to be that good, just like you saw Ngozi pretended. You saw Ejiofor pretended. You saw Ifejuna pretended. You saw Nnamdi Azikiwe pretended. Then, when they now saw that Prime Minister is in problem now, all of them do what? They unveil their real identity. That is why you see him. He is very proud now to go and bring his own uniform, his own photo, while he is in Biafra land killing Biafrans. He is very proud to go and bring his own out now to show you and say, look at me here. I was made of these Fulani terrorists, this terrorist group. I am one of them. So he's telling you, this is why you see him now doing what he's doing against Prime Minister. Going to blackmail Prime Minister, implicate him, and lie to Biafrans that Prime Minister endorsed the Islamic bank account because they are all against Prime Minister. Anything that comes out from this special force is the product of the terrorists of one Nigeria, and it cannot change. So when you thought that he has changed, he has not changed because he has fully brought out his real self out now in the absence of Prime Minister. So it's quite pathetic. Minister Jare, come now, you go end this program for us. Come and give us the final remarks because we are ending the program now.
Yeah, because it's 12:30 here. I need to go to bed. Yeah. Oh, marvelous, Mamo. This boy now my boy. Oh. This is my boy. I was doing everything possible to make sure he joins us in Finland.
See what Ellen wrote. Ellen said, many marvelous came into Biafra freedom for revenge. Many of them came into Biafra freedom for revenge. For revenge. So, They have felt the brunt of Biafra army in the home. So when they now saw opportunity to now be in exile, they now come to pretend to be the angels in Biafra liberation. But they came to revenge to kill Prime Minister. You can see what he's doing. You cannot believe that this is the marvelous that came as and was acting like an angel. When he came at the first instance, he pretended as if he doesn't know how to speak. When you give him mic on space to speak, he will be shivering like a baby. At the end of the day, he composed himself and then started sitting down to now do pre-recorded video before he can send it out to give him courage. Later now, today, he's the one that can now come in and is doing fundraising with Ngozi, sitting down with Ngozi, supporting Ngozi, sitting down from beginning of fundraising to the end. But when Prime Minister was here, he cannot come out and open his face and stay on the fundraising with Prime Minister to do fundraising from beginning to the end. You see? So many of Marvelous, they actually came back to Biafra government to come and do revenge against Prime Minister.
Okay, it is well. Now, my question to people like him and some of them is this. Now, as educated as you have assumed Ngozi is, are you going to tell yourself seriously that all these things Ngozi have been saying, connecting Biafra with Nigeria, flying you to Nigeria, and all these things Ngozi have been saying from the moment she tried to destroy everything that we are doing? Are you trying to tell me it is all a mistake? It's a mistake? Like, I don't get it. Marvelous, I don't get it. Or you just want to wave it off because she's a woman. And I saw the post you posted, Georgia, our prime minister is a woman in Italy. That me, I don't believe that a woman can lead me. I have no problem with a woman leading anything. I have no problem. I've always had respect for women. But Ngozi Orabofulani is not that woman that can lead you. She's not interested in leading you. I don't know who came out and told you how close she had been with this woman. How that this woman have told her that she has media people that will fight for her against the prime minister. Because she has always had issues with the prime minister and she would threaten the prime minister. I give you 12 hours. I give you 48 hours. She was not going to come to Finland. She wasn't going to come to Finland. I don't know who told her, if you don't go to Finland, if the prime minister sack you, do not call me on phone. So she was persuaded. The time she now decided to go to Finland was because our prime minister was taken in. And she vowed now to capitalize on that opportunity to destroy. To disband and dissolve the cabinet. I don't know who told her. I don't know. Why are you doing that? Don't do that at the convention. She said, I'm going to do it. I have already done it. Some of you that are now trying to look for how you say, okay, let us make peace, make peace. You guys are lunatics. At the convention, our APM was looking for every opportunity to speak with Ngozi. But it is obvious that Ngozi does not want that room. There's nothing like olive branch with Ngozi. Ngozi is evil, demonic, satanic. She was projected to destroy Biafra. She poisoned you people. You think I will just come out here, we'll come out here and be talking about Ngozi and talking about just because we hate her? What did she do to me that I will hate her? Look, Marvelous, let me tell you, none of you have benefited anything from Ngozi like some of us did. Which was so close to me. I call her mommy. That's what I call her. I call her mommy. But as far as I'm concerned, Biafra is paramount for me. For crying out loud. You don't stand on my way to Biafra freedom. I don't have anything personal against Ngozi Orabueze. But I want to tell you, she doesn't mean well. She's evil. You've seen all the red flags. Do not take my word for it. Go back, look at everything she has done, things she has said deliberately. She had her book written. Was she not reading from the script? Are you trying to tell me she was just misreading? Even if Eventually, she was misreading, or maybe she was making mistake. It now comes to tell you that this woman is not fit. She can't do anything for you. She's out of the way. So that means if all those things she was reading there, flight that will take you to Nigeria, and all those things she was reading, if they were written Biafra, she's reading Nigeria, it should show you that, look, this woman, that means something must be wrong with you. That means Chuko Kabiama is actually showing us that you do not belong to anything like leadership. You shouldn't even be close to it. And you're just there trying to prove a point. Because she's a woman, we're attacking a woman. Is something wrong with your head? Please, it's going to 1 a.m. Biafrans, we have really done it. And we're going to take our closing remark. Master Sonny, this is my closing remark, and I'm going to leave it here. I don't know who else wants to take a closing remark. At least one minute, so that we'll just call it a night. And Biafrans, we're going to coming back tomorrow to, please, I want to beg everyone, let it keep boiling. Nigeria must feel this heat. Any fire service person tell them to go home. Anybody that want to put out the flames, let them go home. If they need money, we will donate money for them to pay their salary for this month of March. Before the benediction of March, we must gather the smoke of the dust of Nigeria, and then we'll know where we'll pack them to. Nigeria must end, and let it happen very fast. Thank you, fellow Biafrans.
Thank you, Biafrans, and see you all tomorrow. They were from here. Betty, over to you.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans. I love you all for always being there. Someone said on the comment, why don't you people leave Ngozi? We will not leave her until she fades away. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity, and equity. We stand on the truth. Thank you.
They will. Thank you so much. Thank you.